Right now, I'm. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the YHC Basketball Arena on the campus of Young Harris College for today's Peach Belt basketball between the University of South Carolina Aiken taking on our home team, the Young Harris College Mountain Lions. Homecoming day here at Young Harris. Mountain Lions playing host to USC Aiken. Aiken comes in 2-10 in the Peach Belt. 5-13 overall. They are in 11th place in the conference, but don't let that 2-10 throw you because Pacers are playing very good ball right now. Last Saturday, they defeated what was then the number one team in the conference. Lander defeated them 66-64. And then this past Wednesday, they defeated their big rival, Augusta College, beat the brakes off of them, beat them by 20. So they're coming in here confident and playing very, very well. Young Harris women also playing well. Big overtime victory over Columbus last Saturday. Brianna Bell, who spent most of the second half on the bench with a big three ball in overtime. Mountain Lions hung their highest total of the year, 93 points, and that is actually 1 point below Young Harris's history. 94 is the most Young Harris has ever scored in a game. Happened several years ago up at Hiawassee College in Tennessee. My sources tell me that the 102 that was hung up by the Young Harris men and the 93 that was hung up by the Young Harris women is a composite record for men and women in a single game. Tommy Jenkins and John C. Moon with you on the Mountain Lion Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. We want to say thank you to our game sponsors, Brothers at Willow Ranch here in Young Harris, YHC Bookstore saying Go Lions here on the campus of Young Harris College, and United Community Bank. Men's action will be coming your way about 3:30. Men will be playing a very, very good USC Aiken team. Aiken number 3 in the conference. They have not lost on the road this season. Undefeated on the road coming in. 5-0 in the conference and 7-0 overall. Young Harris men facing a bit of a flu bug like most of this campus is right now. So we're just hoping with what we hope is going to be a good homecoming crowd that we can delight the homecoming crowd with a couple of wins. Young Harris women playing much better. Erin Cochran, Janisha Robinson really doing a good job for the Mountain Lions, and I want to give you some numbers. In scoring offense, Young Harris is 11th in the conference. Aiken is 12th. Scoring defense, Young Harris is 7th. USC Aiken at 9. Waters of Aiken is 11th in scoring, while Erin Cochran and Ganesha Robinson of Young Harris are 24th and 25th in the conference in scoring. Sarah Garner is 3rd in the conference in rebounding. And for Aiken, Toomey is in 13th. Erin Cochran 5th in the conference in assists. Erin Cochran also up there in steals. In 7th, three-point percentage. Cochran is 7th. Sarah Jorgensen 9th. And Brianna Bell is in 13th. So, and Sarah Jorgensen is amongst the leaders in minutes played in the conference. Never sure if that's really a good statistic or not. Kind of a rainy day here. We've got a lot going on homecoming. Homecoming in January this year. Normally it's in November. We don't have our pep band. They are in a competition. We don't have our competitive cheerleading squad. They're in a competition, but we do have a good crowd trickling in, and we hope that can be a 10-point surge for Young Harris, because Young Harris men and women both really fighting to get in the playoffs. Right now we're both on the outside looking in, and need to change that, need to hold home court today. So that's what's going to be coming your way, and we'll be getting started in just a moment. Just want to remind you, coming up for Young Harris, we will be at home This Wednesday, Clayton State will come to call. That's a 5:30 tip for the women, a 7:30 tip for the men. And then we will be at home on February the 7th. That will be Purple Out game. North Georgia Battle of Blood Mountain round 2 coming to call. But in between that, we're going to have a rare Sunday game, February the 4th, down at Georgia Southwestern. Every game is pivotal. Every win is magnified. Every loss is double magnified. So need to hold home court today. Right now, we're going to send it down to the floor to our fine public address announcer, Mark C. Moat, for the playing of our national anthem and for our starting lineups. Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Bookstore and Starbucks. Young Harris College, the Peach Belt Conference, and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and fans. We request your cooperation in supporting the student athletes and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at athletes, officials, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. YAC and the Peach Belt have many traditions. Bad sportsmanship is not one of them. We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe and a positive game environment. Respect is the name of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for this performance of our national anthem. Starting lineups for both teams. First, for our visitors from Aiken, South Carolina. Starting at guard, a 5'9" junior from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Number 2, Shade Johnson. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Powder Springs, Georgia. Number 4, Kieria Chandler. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Lake St. Louis, Missouri. Number 11, Malik Tuweel. At forward, a 5'9" freshman from Decatur, Georgia. Number 15, Marissa Bruce. And at center, a 6'1" junior, also from Decatur. Number 22, Star Toomey. The Pacers are under the direction of head coach Mark Miller, assisted by Sarah Nuxall, Tony Williams, and Jasmine Coach. And now, for Young Mountain Lions. Starting at guard, 5'4" junior from Stockholm, Sweden. Number 3, Sarah Jorgensen. At guard, 5'9" junior from Hiawassee, Georgia. Number 10, Eric one junior from Trenton, Georgia, number 40, Ella Reed. Your Mountain Lions are under the direction of head coach Matt Steersman, assisted by Anna Claire Knight.
Okay, time for tip-off. Both teams getting ready to take the floor. Aiken, the Pacers, will be dressed in black. Maroon numerals. On the floor will be Johnson, Chandler, Two-Wheel, Bruce, and Toomey. Pacers are coached by Mark Miller. He's assisted by Sarah Nuxall, Tony Williams, and Jasmine Coach. For Young Harris, Jorgensen, Cochran, Ellison, Garner, and Reed. Mountain Lions are coached by Matt Steersman, assisted by Anna Claire Knight. Young Harris going to start out in a man. Driving the paint. Jumper goes up. It is good. Pacers on the board first. Pacers playing with confidence right now, coming off of 2 wins, one over one of the top teams in our conference, Lander. Pacers fall back into a 2-3 zone. Running the point for the Mountain Lions will be Ashlyn Ellison. She'll get the ball. Running the baseline is Cochran. Ellison puts it on the floor. Kick out Jorgensen. Ellison trying to feed the post, turn the ball over. And in transition go the Pacers. Right side jumper, no good. Kick out left side, 3-ball, 2-wheel is no good. Cochran with the board. Good crowd on hand. We're kind of an LA Dodger fan base. We start out slow, get bigger as we go. So hopefully we'll end up with a full house today. Don't have the band today, and that absolutely breaks my heart, but we can understand. Ball off the foot of a Pacer player, and it will be Young Harris ball underneath. Just underway, Pacers lead 2-0, 8:58 to go in the first period. Ashlyn Ellison to inbound. And Pacers will go man off of the inbound. Now they'll drop back into the 2-3. Cochran now will run the point. She's got Jorgensen to her left, Ellison to the right. We'll go high post. Jorgensen penetrates, baseline. Garner goes up with the right hand, scores, and we're tied at 2. Garner been playing well. She got off to the good start, hit a couple of 3 balls against Columbus State. She's been a double-double machine of late. Two-wheel with the ball. Young Harris in the man. Young Harris has pretty well gotten away from playing any zone defense. This is Chandler with the ball. Chandler, their second leading scorer at 10.3. Elbow jumper, shots blocked by Reed. She'll get the ball in Cochran's hand. Cochran will push on the right side. Comes down, gives up to Jorgensen. 3-point guards on the floor for Young Harris. Ball handling is great. Cochran, 3-ball, no good. Rebound to Ellison. Young Harris will get a fresh 30 and work against the 2-3. Left side Ellison into the high post. Reed, jumper no good. Fight for the rebound. It'll be controlled by the Pacers. Right side is Brown. Right side is Bruce. Shot goes up, no good. Garner with the ball. Garner third in the league in rebounding. Again, she's a double-double machine. Long skip, Jorgensen. 3-ball, no good. Rebound comes off to Bruce. Bruce will keep it. Young Harris back in transition. Coming right side, Two-wheel. Down in the corner, they'll work off the screen, get the ball in the paint, kick out left side, Two-wheel. Baseline jumper, no good. Young Harris don't block out, and Aiken scores. Young Harris got the defense we needed that time, didn't block out. Ellison now will run the point. Cochran running the baseline, comes left. We'll go into the high post. Spinning out to Cochran, 3-ball, in and out, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it'll be controlled by Bruce. Bruce already with 2 rebounds in transition. Young Harris does a good job getting back. Garner doing a good job protecting the rim, and it'll be Young Harris ball. Substitution is the first of the game. This is Phoenicia Howard, 5'4" junior out of Munford, Tennessee. Now Jorgensen, she'll give the ball up to Ellison. And they are really denying the ball into the high post. Looks like their strategy early is to take away Young Harris's high post game, where we like to pass out of against the zone. Dump down to the baseline, and they're going to get Garner with a travel. 6:23 to go in the first quarter. Aiken leads 4-2. Substitution in.
Substitution.
Marissa Bruce comes out. And it will be Pacer ball. It's homecoming at Young Harris, normally in November. Doing it in January this year. Looks like a good crowd on hand. Not the best weather, but it's January. Cochran hedging out, left side inside the arc, no good. And Aiken really beating Young Harris to the glass right now. Aiken really getting inside on Young Harris. Two-wheel, gives it up to Chandler. Georgia girl out of Powder Springs. One of several Georgia players, inside out three ball, no good. Reed had good side possession but couldn't get both hands on the ball. It'll be a fresh 30 for the Pacers. They'll get the ball underneath. Early going, low scoring, 4-2, Pacers lead. Aiken to inbound to two-wheel. Young Harris going to play you some D. It's just finding consistency in the offensive game. Shot in and out, fight for the 50-50 ball. It'll be controlled by two-wheel. Left side, baseline, fake the jumper. Young Harris getting ready to come with a fresh five. Not sure if this is strategy. Is Cochran, this girl's got such a gift for dribbling on the floor, but going to get tied up. Alternate possession there will point Young Harris's way, so it'll be mountain line ball. And we're going to have a host of players come in for both sides. Emily Waters, sophomore out of Villa Rica, one of the new players for the Pacers. And for Young Harris, it's going to be Brianna Bell, Megan McQuaid, Jada Williams, Janisha Robinson, and we're going to get Avery Jordan in the game. And we talk about this a lot. Avery Jordan going to be a good one here at Young Harris. Right now, Young Harris has got just such good depth at its wing players with experience in Cochran and Jorgensen and Ellison. But Jordan, kind of hard for her to find minutes right now, but she's going to be a good one. Bell going to run the point. They're going to stay in a 2-3. We're going to put Robinson in the high post. We'll feed to Williams in the high post, who flashes up. Bell, three balls, good! And Young Harris will take the lead at 5-4. She can shoot it. Young Harris going to stick with the man. Two-wheel running the baseline. She's checked by Jordan. They'll come left side. We get lost on a cut. Trying to come off pick and roll. Young Harris does a good job hedging out to defend it, but we're going to have a foul underneath off the dribble penetration. Foul's going to be on Bell, her first. And it's going to bring you to immediate timeout. Comes at 4:48 to go in the first quarter. Young Harris leads 5-4. Mountain Line basketball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. Coming out of the media timeout, it will be Pacer ball. This is Kyrie Chandler, 5'7" junior out of Powder Springs. Chandler second on the team at scoring at 10.3. The leading scorer is Emily Walter. She's averaging 11.9. First free throw is good. Hits them both. Pacers are shooting 62% on the season from the charity stripe. 4:42 to go. 6-5 game, low scoring affair. Again, we'll get the ball into Robinson. She'll drive the paint. She was a whiz at getting fouled. Good job in Young Harris in transition. And Young Harris doing what it does well, still in the basketball. Robinson coming up with the steal. Will come up top with Bell, left side to McQuaid. Right side to Jordan, into the high post. Williams, left side McQuaid. She'll shoot the 3 ball and nails it. And Young Harris doing what Young Harris likes to do, shoot the 3 ball. We've hit 2 of them. That's 6 of our 8. The Young Harris lead is 8-6. Right side, 2-wheel, jumper. No good again. We don't block out. We're just not doing a good job getting inside position on the block out. Last touch by Young Harris. It will be Pacer ball. Having a hard time. 5-second call. Great job. Young Harris mans up and denies the basketball on the inbounds, and it will be Mountain Line ball. Jordan to inbound. Bell going to run the point. A little bit. She's normally a shooter, but she's a good ball handler. Jordan, 3 ball. No good. Rebound Williams. Up with the left hand. Excuse me. Yeah, Williams scores. Jada with an offensive board puts it back up. Young Harris got a 4-point lead. Young Harris getting a good minutes out of this second unit. Looking for some fresh legs. This campus has been racked. Oh, back cut. We turn her head and nearly get burned. They missed the layup, but McQuaid took her eye off of the ball, and we just about got scorched on that one. Into the high post, inside out, McQuaid, 3 ball, no good. Williams with the board, puts it up, can't get it down, fight for the board. They're going to get, I don't know if it's going to be on McQuaid or Robinson. I believe it's going to be on Robinson. Nope, it's going to be on McQuaid. Her first, team second. Chandler runs the point. Left side to Howard. Coming right side, Bruce to 2-wheel, 3 ball, no good. Long rebound, comes out to McQuaid. She'll get the ball in Bell's hand. Bell looking to push a little bit now. She'll show it down. Jordan to her left, right side's McQuaid. Will come to Jordan. McQuaid trying to feed the post, didn't have the angle. Ball stolen by Waters. Young Harris turning it over 3 times already in this one. That's not something that Coach Steersman going to be happy with. Baseline jumper. Shot clock expiring. Great job defensively. Young Harris, almost a shot clock violation. They ended up having to take an NBA 3. Young Harris gets the board. 1:50 to go, and Young Harris, second unit, playing good. We're going to that high post. Williams kicks out. Bell, 3 ball. Good! Bell filling it. We got a timeout on the floor. 13-6, 1:37 to go. Going to be an Aiken timeout. We'll take a short break. Mountain Line basketball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. (13-6). Young Harris up by 7. Brianna Bell, 2 3 balls. Young Harris playing well. Staying with this second unit. Bell going to run the point, and why not? And near turnover. Whoa, nearly backcourt. Jordan going to drive up off the glass. No good. Gets her own board. Goes up and draws the contact. And I've told Coach Steersman, and he knows it better than I do, when I see Avery, 5'8" freshman out of Kennesaw, played at Harrison High School, she just got a look all over her of basketball player. Starting five getting ready to come back in. First free throw, no good. First free throw, good. Oh, she got a kind bounce on that one. Wow. Been to the free throw line twice this year before this, 1 of 2. Nails them both. Jordan with 2 points. Young Harris leads 9. And starting five comes in. Great job by the Young Harris second unit. Bale got 6, Jordan got 2, Williams got 2, McQuaid got 3 out there. You can't beat that at all. Inside of 50 seconds, 3 ball is good. Toe was nearly on the line, but not quite. Well, they're going to call it a 2. Cochran driving the paint. Nice feed into Reed. She scores. Young Harris has got the lead up to 9. Half a second differential, shot clock, game clock. Left side 3 ball, we don't get to it, and they nail the 3. Young Harris slowing its rotation that time. Shot clock is off. Cochran with the ball, runs into a bad situation. Picked up by Garner, she'll spin in the paint, can't get it down. Rebound Aiken, they got some time. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't think they see the clock, they don't. Heave a prayer at the end. Good first quarter for Young Harris. We hang 17. Now we got to look for consistency. 17-11 your score. Mountain Line basketball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. Peach Belt basketball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. Mountain Lions lead 17-11. Great scoring balance for Young Harris. Split the quarter between 2 playing groups, 5 and 5. Brianna Bell put up 6 points for the Mountain Lions. Again, consistency, though. Coach Steersman told me that the game down at Georgia College, a very good team in our league, we played 3 very good quarters, up by 1 at the end of 1, down by 2 at halftime, and then down by 16 at the end of the third. Ellison takes it to the rack, draws the contact, gets fouled. Ellison, tied for third on the team at scoring with 9.4. Gets to the free throw line a lot, 87 times, 62% free throw shooter, and she's gotten better as time goes on. Best student section I've seen here this year, and it will get bigger as some of our athletes are probably playing. Actually, our women's lacrosse, they're in Limestone today on got a scrimmage. And I think the men are like men's lacrosse, or like it some kind of something in Charlotte, I believe. And soccer, they've got a visitation today, but see some softball girls starting to trickle in. Steal forced by Reed, and they steal it right back from Ellison. Young Harris leading 17-11. Into the paint, jumper, no good, but we got a foul. Not many fouls in this one. Foul is on Reed. That's her first team foul. Only the third foul for Young Harris. And we're going to get Robinson back in. Robinson, our second leading scorer. Reed will take a break. One of two free throws. Mountain Line lead is 5. Inside of 9, Ellison turning the jet zone, and they're going to get her for an offensive. Use the hand to push off. And they're really packing it in with this zone and trying to take the dribble penetration away from Young Harris. They did a good job that time. Cochran going to come out. Foul was on Ellison. Her first, team second. Brianna Bell, we're going to come in. Cochran going to come out. And Young Harris will settle back into its man. Homecoming here on the beautiful campus of Young Harris College. This is Two-Wheel running the cut. They like to bring her off of that post high screen. Great dribble penetration. Very much old school type basketball with the cuts. Love the offense that Coach Miller runs. 17-14. Lead's been cut to 3. Young Harris has led as much as 9. It's only 3 now. Ellison to inbound. Dangerous inbound. We'll get the ball in Jorgensen's hand. We'll come left. She'll drive the paint. Nice feed down to Garner. And she misses inside, gets her own board, puts it up, and scores. She is a force down there. Make no mistake about it. Young Harris lead is 5. Elbow jumper is good. You look at this team and you wonder, wow, how are they 2-10? But hey, not long ago they were 0-10. Ellison coming off high ball screen, takes it all the way and scores. And the Young Harris lead is back to 5, 21-16. Early in the second quarter. Top of the key, Chandler. She'll work on Ellison. Left side, this is Johnson. Sade Johnson, she'll drive the paint, no good. Rebound. And put back up is Waters, big girl out of Villa Rica. And right now, Aiken winning the battle of the boards 15-13. It's a 3-point game. Cochran getting ready to check back in. Robinson taking it to the hole. She's going to be fouled by Chandler. Cochran will check in. Jorgensen will check out. 7:05 to go in the second quarter. 4th team foul already for the Pacers. Very clean foul-wise in the first quarter, not so much in this one. Robinson doing what she does, taking it to the rack. No good. Gets her board, puts it back up and in. And Young Harris being proficient in its offensive game today. We lead by 5. Reed getting ready to check back in for the Mountain Lions. Chandler, she'll work right side. Johnson, she'll give it up to Lee. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Waters, tied up underneath. Alternate possession error will point Young Harris's way. and Reed will check in. Garner will get another break. Ellison will run the point. Kick out Robinson, 3 ball, no good. Robinson definitely offensive minded. Johnson turns the ball over, and it will be Young Harris ball. Jorgensen will check in. Ellison will check out. I can promise you this, Jorgensen's rest will be short. By the way, I had the privilege to meet Sarah's parents last week. They're back home in Stockholm. Great basket inside by Reed. Wonderful, wonderful people. Got to be here for a couple of weeks. Got to see, I think, maybe four games. Got the one at Lander that they wished to see, but the weather got us. But wonderful folks. And I know it's probably kind of late in Stockholm right now, but if you're listening, and you probably are, it was really a pleasure meeting you guys. 25-18, Sarah with the ball, gives it back to Sarah Reed. We got a lot of Sarahs on this team. Jorgensen going to shoot the 3. Ball, nope, can't get it. Thought it was on. She hustles. And they're going to say Sarah touched it, but that is tremendous hustle. Following her shot, a loss like the left-handed layup and the 2-on-1 fast break, a lost art in basketball. That time Sarah forced and nearly came up with the 50-50. 5:23 to go in the second quarter. Young Harris leads by 7. Left side, Bruce, 3 ball, short. Robinson with the board. Gives it up to Cochran. Cochran trying to get it in Jorgensen's hands. She'll give it up to Robinson, who's going to take it inside. Can't get the shot down. And they're going to turn it over. Another unforced turnover for the Pacers. Pacers have turned it over now 8 times. Mountain Lions have turned it over 5 times. That'll get us down to immediate timeout. 4:50 to go in the second quarter. Young Harris College Athletics on the Mountain Lions Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV. Today in the Peach Belt, Francis Marion at Georgia College, UNC Pembroke at Flagler, Augusta at Lander, Columbus State at Clayton State, North Georgia at Georgia Southwestern. Monday, North Georgia will be at Clayton State. Tuesday, Lander will be at UNC Pembroke. How I wish we could get these Monday and Tuesday games. 3 ball, Jorgensen, no good. Rebound pulled off by Two Wheel. Right side, Bruce, picked up by Robinson. Young Harris playing some man. Working off of a screen, then coming back against the grain. 3 ball, faked it, now dribble, kick out left side. Right side, 8 on the shot clock. And they're going to turn the ball over again. Unforced error. Pacers have had a dump truck load of them. .410 to go, second quarter, 25-18. Mountain Lions up by 7. Young Harris with great balance in its scoring. Bell leading the way with 6. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people have scored for Young Harris. We've played 10. 8 of them have scored. Cochran with the ball, dribble. No, nice change directions. Can't get the shot. Fight for the loose ball. Robinson, she'll give it up to Cochran. Jorgensen, 3 ball, no good. Rebound Aiken. NBA 3 ball is good. Jada Williams in the game for Young Harris. (25-21), Aiken hanging around. Jorgensen giving it up to Cochran, fake the 3, step back. Got to go, 9 on the shot clock. Lane opens up. She'll take it to the hole and get fouled. And Aaron, senior out of Hiawassee, Georgia, will go to the line to shoot 2. Aaron, our leading scorer, actually tied for leading scorer at 10.6. She probably technically leads because, well, no, actually, Robinson leads in points with 2:01. The average is the same at 10.6. Cochran from the free throw line, good free throw shooter, 70%. Young Harris shoots 64% as a team. Cochran nails both free throws, and the lead is back to 6. Getting down to the 3-minute mark. Hey, we want to say good luck to our post-game guy, Marcellus Roberts. He is in Spain, going to be playing professionally, and we wish him the best. He is a great, 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 great guy. Williams putting it on the floor. Jade, a little jumper, no good. Rebound 2, Will. They're doing a good job keeping Garner off the glass. She's only got 2. 3 ball, no good. Ellison with the board, looking to run. Crosses over. Now she'll slow it down. She'll work from the left side, puts the ball on the floor, spins, gives it to Williams up top. Jada thought about the 3. She'll drive into the elbow, take the jumper. Jada looking to do some offense today. She looking to score. Baseline jumper, baseline attacking, no good. Rebound comes out to Ellison, getting down to the 2-minute mark. Ellison going to turn the Jets on, kick out to Williams. Nice speed in and kick out to Jorgensen. 3 ball, no good. Fight for the loose ball. It'll be controlled by Aiken. Here they come in transition. Baseline jumper, no good. Cochran with the board. Jada Williams leading Young Harris in rebounds. She's picked up 5 rebounds in limited time. Good job for the senior. Jada puts it on the floor. Feeds Garner, back to Jorgensen. Little jumper, no good. Jada, good inside possession, got knocked down, no foul. And a steal by Young Harris. Cochran got a 1-on-1. She'll take it, shots blocked. She'll get her own board and get a fresh 30. And I think it's going to be shot clock. I think we're going to adjust the shot clock. The shot clock reset. Don't think it should have. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is here. Got a long caucus going on down here. We'll try to sort it out for you. Williams going to come out. Good job, Jada. Aiken comes up with the ball. Driving the paint, lean in runner, no good. Fight for the rebound, tying it up on the floor. Possession error will point Aiken's way. 27-21, Young Harris leads. 57 seconds to go. Officially 56.9. Having a hard time getting it in. They'll get the ball in left side. Into the post. Right hand, no good. Cochran with the board. Quick out down to Jorgensen. Pull up jumper. No good. Fight for the board. Robinson puts it up. Gets knocked down. Bell getting ready to check back in for Young Harris. 41 seconds. 11-second differential, shot clock, game clock. First free throw, no good.
Bell checks in for Jorgensen.
Janaisha been to the line 111 times this year. She gets there a lot. Hits 1 of 2. And the Young Harris lead is 7, 28-21. Young Harris falls back into that man. 11-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Need a stop and a score. Get this thing up to 9 or 10. They'll feed the post. Double team, and we don't rotate on the backside. Had the double team on the block, but nobody fell down to pick up the other post. And it's a 5-point game. Shot clock's off. Cochran, 3 balls, good. Now got to play some D. Got the lead up to 8. NBA 3 at the buzzer. No good, and a good first quarter for Young Harris. 31-23. We outscored Aiken by 17-11 in the first, 14-12 in the second. Brianna Bell leads a balanced scoring attack with 6 points. Jada Williams off the bench with 5 boards. Aaron Cochran's got 5 points. Chandler leads USC Aiken with 9. Battle of the boards. We've been out rebounded 26-4. On assist, we've got the advantage 6-4. We've turned the ball over 6 times. They've turned it over 9. We have 6 steals. They have 4. Young Harris, the big difference in this game right now is bench points. Young Harris 16-5 off of the bench. So, homecoming activities will be going on. We're going to take a break. Mountain Line Sports Network on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Sigma Beta Sigma. SAC. SAAC. Kappa Tau Omega. Zeus Pi. And Alpha Xi. The Dorcas Society and the SPAC Club. Delta Phi Epsilon and Kappa Sigma. Teams participated in competitions such as dodgeball, tug of war, lip sync, and tribute throughout the course of the week. And the winners of those competitions were recognized in each event today. Today, we will be announcing the winners of the cheer competition. The Young Harris College Athletics Department would like to recognize Dr. Vaskavanis. Dr. V was named the 2018 winner of the prestigious Dr. Jack C. Houston Physician of the Year Award by the Georgia Athletic Trainers Association. At this time, the YHC athletic training staff, Jared Sandler, Haley Brown, London Edwards, Abby Morgan, and Jamal Watson are presenting a plaque of appreciation to Dr. V for serving as the team physician for the nearly 400 Mountain Lion student athletes for the past 4 seasons. Dr. V is accompanied today by his wife, Dr. Sherry Vaskanovis, and his 2 daughters, Athena and Martha. How about another big round of applause for Dr. V? We will be recognizing all YHC alumni between today's games.
Third quarter getting ready to get underway. Young Harris leads by 8, 31-23. Their largest lead has been 9. That came back about 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. Young Harris with the ball, and Aiken going to start out in a man. Jorgensen, who didn't score in the first half. She had a rough shooting night. She was, first half, she was 0 of 8, 0 of 5 from behind the arc. But to her credit, she kept shooting. And that's what a shooter wants to do, is keep shooting. We'll get the ball into Cochran's hands. She'll drive the paint, feeds into Reed. Reverse layup. Boy, had some nice English on it, but a little too strong. No good. Coming back the other way, Pacers. Inside the arc, jumper is good. That was Marissa Bruce, freshman out of Decula, Georgia. Ellison loses the ball. And again, Young Harris, we talk about this a lot, trying to find consistency. 3 ball, no good. Ellison with the board. Young Harris will usually play 2, 3 good quarters, and we'll have one that will completely go into the tank. And if we're going to make the playoffs in this double tough Peach Belt Conference, that is something that we have got to overcome. Right now we lead by 6. We've got Ellison at the line shooting 2. Foul was on Bruce, her first. Ellison 2 points, 4 boards. She was 0 of 2 from the charity stripe in the first half. She's now 0 of 3. Fourth one coming. And 0 of 4. Young Harris is 5 of 10 as a team. Garner, on ball defender. Young Harris in a man, leading by 6. Top of the key, 9 on the shot clock, working off a screen. Left elbow jumper is good. That's Chandler. Chandler now leads all scorers with 11 points, and it's a 4-point game. Ellison taking it to the hole, has it stripped. They have really come prepared. You got to, they've really come prepared for her dribble penetration. They found that sweet spot where she likes to go. They're beating her to the spot, and she's going to get some time to think about it. 4-point game, Pacer ball. Bale will come in for Ellison. Dribble penetration, kick out. Off the cut, 2 will. She travels with the basketball. Turnovers were an issue for the Pacers. First half, they've now turned it over 10 times. And Young Harris will have the lead. 41-37. Cochran in bad place, gets the ball out to Bell. Bell leads Young Harris still with 6 points, and we turn it over again. And here comes that bad quarter that we think of, that we sometimes have to deal with. And then we're going to foul. We're going to get Reed with the foul. And the wheels on the bus trying to come off for Young Harris. Well, let's see if we can get them back on. Robinson will check in. Reed will check out.
That's her second personal. Foul line second.
Ball inbounded to Johnson. This is 2 will. Step back jumper is good. It's a 2. Had a foot on the line. And they have cut it to 2. 6-0 run for the Pacers. Young Harris yet to score in this third quarter. Robinson. And again, a charge. Very good job of scouting by Coach Miller. He knows that Robinson going to take it to the rack, and they're just that spot that they like to get to. They're beating them to the spot, and we're either turning the ball over, forcing a bad shot, or picking up an offensive. Pacers can take the lead with the 3 ball. Jumper no good, and we don't block out. McQuaid gets aboard, who just checked in for Cochran. Bell in transition, back to Jorgensen. Young Harris has struggled in its perimeter game today. We're 11 of 36 from the field, 4 of 14 to the arc, and that one goes down. Sarah Garner with the three. We needed that one. Get the lead back up to 5. Young Harris staying in the man. We've been in the man for about a month now. Bruce works against Jorgensen. Coming left side, 6 off the shot clock. Getting into the paint. And we bail them out with 2 seconds to go. Wow, you hate to see that. You play that good of a defense and then you foul them with 2 seconds on the shot clock and give him a chance to score 2. Go ahead and let you know at the end of the men's game, we don't have Marcellus Roberts. He is in Spain playing basketball. Foul was on Bell. But we do have somebody, a blast from the past, that's going to come do our post game. So we're thankful for that. Howard and Waters check in for the Pacers. I tell you, Waters gave us fits on the boards. Only 2 boards, but it seems like she kept us sealed off of the glass the whole first half. We were out rebounded by 2 in the first half. We lead by 3. Jorgensen, nice strong take, can't get it, but gets her own board. And they're going to say she stepped out of bounds, I believe. No, what's the call? They're going to confer. And the Young Harris faithful not happy with that one. Left baseline. Overload left side. Good defense, Robinson. And they're going to get a timeout. Good defense, Robinson. Timeout comes at 5:49 to go in the third quarter. Mountain Lions lead by just 3, 34-31. Peach Belt basketball on the Mountain Lion Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Well, it's not
34-31, Young Harris leads by 3, 5:49 to go in the third quarter. And we've got Coach Jason Williams, our competitive cheerleading coach, with us to set in. Also an associate athletic director. Great take by Aiken, and we're going to get a foul on Garner. They can tie it up with an old-fashioned 3 here. Coach, you're here, but your squad's gone. What's going on today?
Well, the squad is over at the off-campus facility, and they're working on their nationals routine. We go to nationals in April, so we're getting ready for that, getting all the loose ends down so we can start running routines full out.
Big day here, and I know you're busy. You pretty well run the ship here on game days. It is homecoming. A lot of things going on. Fill us in on some of them. Great take by Robinson. Maybe we can get that 3 back.
We had a definitely alumni breakfast this morning, alumni lunch this afternoon. A lot of various activities going on campus, and it's been a great turnout for all alumni coming back. It's been great.
I know the weather's not been the best thing, and there's a flu epidemic in 49 of the 50 states, including here on the campus, but pretty good crowd it looked like.
Pretty good crowd, yeah. Actually, I got a couple kids battling the flu myself, so I'm like, y'all stay away. We don't need the whole team sick.
Yeah, you know, that's something with our men. You know, they played down at Georgia College Wednesday night and playing with some people that were really in bad shape. And still don't know about Nick Blanc, if he's going to be able to go today. I don't see him down there, which I don't think they'll bring him out any sooner than they have to. But, I mean, it's everywhere, right?
Oh, totally. It's going around bad. Like, you know, of course, all these kids are together all the time in close quarters, and it's easy to spread.
We're getting into that time of year. This is the busiest time of the year, and, you know, school's out in May, so that means that spring sports we call them spring sports, but they get started in the middle of the winter. Women, I believe, are playing women's lacrosse, doing a scrimmage over at Limestone, Gaffney, yes, South Carolina. Now, you were telling me the men
are in Charlotte today.
They're in Charlotte. Are
yes,
they
sir.
Doing a scrimmage too?
They are. Their first preseason game, yep.
Okay, so preseason games. I noticed soccer looked like maybe they had some recruits on campus. Was that what was going on there?
They had a little mini camp going on, yep.
Little mini camp. Looks like softball and baseball, they're starting to filter in, but, you know, we got so much, and then you throw in golf and tennis. I noticed that the tennis teams were out on the court early today.
Yes, they were. They're getting ready for their first preseason matchup. Also, you know, we got men's, women's tennis, men's, women's lacrosse, JV and varsity baseball, and JV and varsity softball coming up. So it's about to be an action-packed semester.
And then on top of that, our award-winning band, best band anywhere.
Yes.
They've got a competition going on today, right?
They are today at their conference. Yep, they're gone. You know, it's unfortunate it's during homecoming, but, you know, you can't make those dates, so they got to do what they got to do.
We got a timeout on the court. It's 37-34, 37-36. Young Harris leads by one, trying to hold on and win that we need here. So getting ready for your event, your big event, Nationals come. I know we've talked about this before, but your conference and Nationals coming up really soon.
Yes, we'll be at conference in Aiken, South Carolina on February 25th on a Sunday. We'll, you know, compete against everybody in the conference and kind of get a feel for our competition coming up. Then we'll do Georgia Tech on March 31st. That's in Atlanta at the Pavilion, so we'll see a lot more teams in different divisions, and it's going to be a good show of, you know, some talent that we'll see down there in Daytona. And then we'll leave for Daytona April 3rd, and then we'll actually we go to Jacksonville the 3rd to stay that night. Then we go the 4th through the 8th to Daytona. Then we come back and it starts all over again. Tryouts, you know, camp. It's a revolving door all year long.
And in this conference, you've really got some tough competition with Columbus State, amongst others.
Columbus State, we've got Aiken. That's the only two that really compete in our conference. But Columbus is always a fixture in our division, so we got to definitely watch out for them.
Okay, now, in doing all of that, with all the responsibilities you got there, we know how it is on in the spring, because on a lot of Saturdays, we'll have events going on at 4 different venues. At the softball field, at the baseball field, at the soccer and lacrosse field, lacrosse going, and then over to tennis courts. I remember a couple of times last year we had 4 events going at one time. Of course, John and I will do what we can, but we've not figured out a way that we can do any more than one at a time. But you're all over the place.
You know, I usually have a cart in those days. I have an assistant coach, of course, so usually if there's practice going on, I'll have him go and do that, and I'll be here. And I try to be everywhere I can to make sure everything's going smoothly.
And, I mean, it's on us. I mean, I know that the women softball, they getting ready to head down to Orange Beach, Florida.
Yep.
Next weekend, I believe. Baseball, likewise, they're heading down to Florida, right?
Mm-hmm. On the 7th,
and home openers are just really right around the corner. I was just looking, and everybody is pretty quick. Great D by the time Young Harris shot clock violation.
Yeah, we got baseball starting. We got baseball February 9th, and we got baseball again the 10th, and lacrosse on the 10th, and, of course, baseball again on that Sunday. So second weekend of February will be open, and all the home events here for the spring.
Now, we've got something coming up here at the YHC Basketball Arena, February the 7th. John and I are not going to be on the air that night. We're going to get to be spectators if y'all will let us in the gym.
Oh, we certainly will.
All right, I appreciate that. But we've got Purple out. Oh, great move inside to Robinson. Great pass by Jorgensen. Great finish. Young Harris gets it up by 3. But we got ESPN3 coming in to do Battle of Blood Mountain, Purple Out Night. It's always big, always big. But, man, when you throw ESPN3 into the mix, they're going to make it really big.
It's going to be. I expect the biggest turnout I've seen in history here. I think that the community and the students will be out for this game. Of course, it's ESPN3, but it's also a big rivalry with us in North Georgia. It's going to be a great game. Looking forward to it.
Now, there's always a lot of things going on. 3 balls good by Bell, so Young Harris gets it back up to the 4 right in the ship. I know with the fraternities, the sororities, the clubs, any idea what they've got in the works or what's going to be going on that? Because there's always so many things going on that night that are so much fun.
You know, I imagine there'll be something, a big parrot rally for sure before that game, and I imagine a lot of people, you know, dressing up and painting themselves for this game. They're going to be big on TV, so they're.
Right.
I know the kids are very excited about it. There's a big buzz on campus about it.
Yeah, so there is a big buzz. I thought so too, and you know we packed this place out like you say. I mean, we're up in the standing room only, and there could possibly be SRO that night.
It could be definitely. We're going to have to definitely monitor numbers that night because we expect to be over capacity for sure, but we got to make sure we monitor that so there's no trouble with the fire marshal stuff like that.
Right. And one other thing that we've got coming up here at this game, and tell me, I'm not sure about the time, I'm guessing, is there anything in between these 2 games? I know what halftime of the men's game, will that be the homecoming queen?
That will be it, yep, that will be it.
Okay, and anything else going on at halftime? I mean, there's been so much going on, I can't keep up with it. I don't know how you do what you do.
And between these games, there's nothing going on. Of course, we'll do the VIP between these games, but halftime will be for the homecoming court and all that stuff.
Okay, 5 girls, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, one of these basketball players, Jada Williams, is a participant. Cochran will come in. Young Harris has got it up, 42-38. Just a good feel around the campus right now.
Very good feel. Good weather, too. Minus this rain, but it's been going well.
42-38, Young Harris trying to – third quarters have been just that one bad quarter has plagued Young Harris men and women. Young Harris trying to right the ship. We led by as much as 8. They got it down to 1. Young Harris has got it back up to 42-38, a 4-point lead. Men coming your way next. So tell me about recruiting, how you're lining up on that, and we'll let you get back to what you're doing.
All right, I have a actually really good recruiting class coming in. We got about 20-something kids that are interested in coming in this fall. I recruit all year long. I'm constantly calling gyms, calling old contacts I had in Texas. I call from California and New York trying to get people. So we're going to have a pretty good turnout this fall.
Ideally, what do you – and I know it varies from how much you lose in a year, but ideally, what do you try to bring in every year?
I try to bring in good kids. Numbers-wise, we try to keep 50 for the comp, but I try to bring in kids who are good students and good athletes. As I don't want to get a kid here who has a bad attitude and really good at, their skills. I want the whole package. I want a student who wants to graduate and come win the title.
And it's really, I don't know, it's amazing to me here at Young Harris. Minute 54 to go in this quarter. Young Harris leads 44-38. We've got it back up to 6. They actually tied it, so we're on a little bit of a run now, but the attitude of these kids here, working on campus, I mean, I see it 8 hours a day firsthand. I'll give you a great example. On our last snow, great take by Robinson, scores. We got it back up to 8. A lot of people couldn't get to work because of the snow and ice. I mean, me and you, we're country guys. We're going to get here regardless.
Oh, yeah.
But we had to shut down our facility. We put everything in the dining hall just because we couldn't get everybody to work.
Oh, yeah.
And the kids were so appreciative. Just, guys, appreciate you risking yourself and getting out in these roads to feed us.
Definitely.
I would like to think it's that way everywhere, but it's probably not.
It's not. I've worked a lot of places. This is the most close-knit, nicest place I've worked in my life. Everybody's so nice here. Everybody's willing to do anything for you here at Young Harris. And that's why I love this place, and I hope I'm here forever.
I mean, it's just amazing. I get so many feel-good stories here from these kids and the camaraderie. I mean, it's like everybody supports everybody. I can remember the soccer game with Lander.
Oh, yeah.
Huge crowd down there.
Huge crowd, yep. I remember that game.
And we got in the overtime. We were a man short, and they needed a little boost, and we just flooded that one side of the field.
Oh, yeah.
And you not only see it in the athletics, but you see it in the music. in the arts, in the drama department. It's just like, you know, everybody pulls for everybody.
Exactly. I love this place. You know, I kind of wish I went to school here because, like, these kids have it so lucky here, and they're very lucky, very fortunate to be here.
And we're lucky to have you guys, Coach, you and Coach Dunn and Miss Jennifer.
Oh, yeah.
And Miss Bobby. And Miss Bobby, she's been doing double duty up and down the road with her daughter. But
oh, yeah.
Y'all just do a great job, and you just put a great thing together here.
We appreciate that. You know, I'm definitely very fortunate to learn from Coach Dunn and Bobby and Jennifer. They're such great administrators, and I hope I get to learn a ton more from them. They're super great, and I love them all.
Well, we appreciate what you do. Good luck. Good luck with your competition coming up, and you know, get good tires on that golf cart because you're going to be wearing it out.
I will be. Thank you so much, Tommy. Have a good one, sir.
I appreciate you stopping by. And Coach Williams always gets me guys to come up, but they're all gone. So he's going to come up and speak to me. So we appreciate everything that he does. We wish him luck on the upcoming season. Kind of a back and forth quarter. Young Harris is just trying to keep this 8-point lead. It's been down to a tie. Now we've got it to 7, make it 6. Aiken is hanging around. We have been outscored by 1 this third quarter, but it's not over, so we can still. But got one more to go, guys. Got to hold on here. Need a good possession here. Half a second differential, shot clock, game clock. Bell with the ball on the right side. Oh, great cut. Robinson, she scores. Great adjustment by Coach Steersman, running cuts off the high screen, and we've got it back up to 8. That's our biggest. 10 on the shot clock. They've got time. Got it on the baseline. 3-ball, 2-wheel. No good. Fight for the rebound. Going to be 0.1 second. Great job defensively, Young Harris. And Young Harris has 18 first quarter, highest offensive output that we have seen. And I'm not seeing Nick Blanc. I don't know if he's even in the gym. I see a couple of guys over here. Ben Dresser. They're not going to play. All right, third quarter comes to an end. Mountain Line basketball on Ridgeline TV. (49-41). Young Harris trying to hold on here. Got off to a pretty bad start, but righted the ship. Young Harris led in scoring by Janesha Robinson with 13 points. Chandler leads Aiken with 13. Also Bruce with 13. 3-ball, no good. Cochran with the board. Young Harris desperately needs this one. We are 4-8. We're actually in the play. We're tied for that final spot with UNCP, a team that we have beat at home. But we got to play them on the road. And Robinson loses the ball coming off that cut. We're doing a good job. We've made an offensive adjustment, getting that dribble penetration and then kicking out to the shooter. because they have really done a good job scouting young Harris on our, and they're going to say this is Aiken ball. Jorgensen getting ready to check in. We got a pretty decent crowd here. If that band was sitting over there where they normally sit, this place would be nearly full. Aiken ball. Looking to inbound, and they turn it over. Poetic justice, John. Poetic justice. Young Harris ball with 8-point lead. Aiken in the man. Started out in the zone. Garner, a runner, no good. Two-wheel with the board, and they coming back in transition. They outran us down the floor that time. Nice little up and under move. They get their own board, put it up, no good. 50-50 ball, and young Harris not aggressive on the boards on that trip down. Gives them a free look at a 3 ball, no good. And going to be tied up on the floor. Possession error will point young Harris's way. Megan McQuaid going to come in for somebody. She'll come in for Jorgensen.
Substitution. McQuaid in for Jorgensen.
Cochran, 3 ball, no good. And we have, outside of Brianna Bell, it's been a tough day from behind the arc. 6 of 17. It's just been a tough day shooting all the way around. 17 of 46 from the field, 6 of 17 behind the arc, 9 of 15 from the 3-point line. The lead is 8, and they've got the ball. Off the 1-4 look, two-wheel, nice runner, and it's going to be offensive. Got to be an offensive. Good job by Sarah Garner, senior out of Piedmont, Alabama, beating her to the spot, taking the offensive foul. And it's going to be young Harris ball.
Her second, team first.
Her second, team's first. Foul trouble, Ashlyn Ellison's got 3 for us. Howard's got 3 for the Pacers. And just to take there, it's just aggressive in nature, but they just nothing there. And they're going to get Cochran with the foul. And we're just getting beat in transition right now.
Her second, team second.
In and out. Jorgensen, her rest generally don't last long. About 2 minutes, that's max. Sometimes her rest time on the bench will be about 15 minutes. I think her and Ben Waterhouse lead the universe in minutes played. They hit 1 out of 2, and 7-point lead for young Harris. We're yet to score in this period. Ellison will run the point. Jorgensen will get inside, feed to Garner. We'll give it up to Cochran. Jorgensen coming off a screen, gets in no man's land, and they bail out with a foul, and that's a break for young Harris because she was double teamed and had absolutely no escape. They provide escape with the foul. New shot clock, and that's the 4th on Howard. Inbound to McQuaid. To Jorgensen. Kick out to Ellison. And they are ready for her dribble penetration. I mean, they have got her snuffed on every corner. Coach Steersman, he's into it, got his shirt tail out. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that before. Maybe I have. You ever seen him do that? Foul's on Jorgensen. That's getting down to business when you take your shirt tail out. You're ready to go. Young Harrison leads 7, but it just don't feel like we got any momentum whatsoever right now. Crowd's leaving. They need to be staying. Where y'all going, guys? Dribble penetration. Nice, strong take. It's a 5-point game. And we're just we can't get dribble penetration right now. They've taken away our dribble penetration, and we can't shoot from behind the arc, but we just got to find something. Cochran, and they bail her out again with a foul. She had nowhere to go, absolutely nowhere to go. Just kind of throw something up and hope that it goes in. And they bail her out with a foul, and we've been bailed out a couple of times on that. Cochran will shoot 2. Cochran with 6 points, knocks down the first. Excuse me, with 5 points. Now she's got 6. Knocks down the second. Young Harris has got it back up to 7. That's our first points of this fourth period. 51-44, men's game next. And yes, Nick Blanc is playing. And most of the guys that are out there feeling somewhat better. They'll feed the post. Jumper in the lane, no good. Garner with a board. That's her 6th board. They've done a good job keeping her off. She's got 9 points. Bell passed up on the 3, takes it to the hole, and they're going to foul her. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Bell is 2nd in the conference in free throws. 2nd in the conference in free throws.
Fouls on Johnson, her 3rd.
Sarah Reed getting ready to check in. First free throw good for the senior out of Stone Mountain.
Reed and Robinson in for Ellison and
Out
Carter.
of Marist High School. Former Young Harris great Ronnie Bell coached many, many years and built a very state powerhouse and state titles at Marist. We got it up to 9. That's our largest. Baseline, kick out, 2-wheel, 3 ball, no good. Cochran will track it down. Cochran got 6 boards for Young Harris. Reed, take that shot, girl. Cochran, foot's on the line. Jumper's good, though. And Young Harris gets it to 11. Our largest lead comes at a very good time. They will drive and force a shot up, and we can't get the board. They'll get a look. 3 ball, no good. Robinson with the board. Very even battle of the boards. Robinson, they're really cutting off our dribble penetration. Right elbow, Reed puts it, spins in the lane. Wish she'd put that left hand up and hook. Cochran, nice feed down to Reed, and we don't finish. She gets her own board and loses it. Well, we have missed several of those this year. Just not a good foul. Not a good foul. You're 60 foot away from the board, and they're not going to do nothing to you there. Got a timeout on the floor. Comes at 4:49 to go in the ball game. It's a media timeout. 55-44, Young Harris leads, but watch out. Peach Belt basketball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgelines TV. steal by Young Harris. Robinson off the inbounds. Wednesday in the Peach Belt, Clayton State at Young Harris, USC Aiken at Francis Marion, Georgia Southwestern at Georgia College, Flagler at Augusta, Columbus State at North Georgia. Starting to get some separation at the top. North Georgia's 10-1 in the conference. Flagler's 10-2. Francis Marion 9-3. Followed by Lander and Georgia College at 8-4. Columbus 7-5. Clayton State 5-6. Win this one and beat Clayton State at home Wednesday, and then get that. Then just, got to get some wins on the road. But Young Harris got a chance to get on up at about that 6th spot. And I know Coach Steersman's not satisfied with just getting in. He would like to get an upper seed so you could get some possible home court. 57-44, our lead is 13. That's the largest. Still plenty of time. Young Harris in a man. Good, strong take. They get the rebound. Rebound battle is pretty close, but offensive, it just feels like that they've got a huge advantage. They do have an advantage, but it's not that huge, 16-12. Jorgensen, a little runner in the lane. It's good. She's in the scoring column. And the Young Harris lead 15. Young Harris starting to pull away. Two-wheel getting ready to check back in for the Mountain Lions. Jumper is short, and Young Harris starting to get down where we live. Jorgensen, a little crossover, nice speed. Oh, you got to take that shot. Oh, that's a better shot. Passed up a good shot for a better shot. Bell knocks down a 3. It's 18, and Coach Steersman with his shirt tucked out. That's hot. Forgive me, sir, Garner. That was a great pass to a better shot. Love it. 62-44. Young Harris up by 18. Timeout, Trailblazers. Pacers. Mountain Line basketball on the Mountain Line Sports Network, powered by Ridgeline TV.
Hey, while you're here, stop by the Lions Den. Purchase all your Mountain Lion souvenirs, a wide assortment of t-shirts, sweatshirts, and of course the fashionable hoodies. $13.99. Show your support of your Mountain Lions own year-round. Stop in the Lions Den.
I want to say thank you to our game sponsors, Brothers at Willow Ranch here in Young Harris. Steak, seafood, chicken, and barbecue. Young Harris Bookstore here on campus. Go Lions. And United Community Bank, the Big Blue U. Thank you, guys. Young Harris lead is 18. We're inside of 3 minutes. Barring total collapse, Young Harris going to get a hard-fought win here. But we have learned here at the Valley of Doom to never count your chickens before they hatch. Cochran working the left side, looking for a cut. They defend it well to Bell. Ellison will kick back to Jorgensen. She'll put it on the deck and lose the ball. 2.5 to go in transition. We do a good job getting back. Bell with the board. Bell leads us with 14 points. Robinson's got 13. Cochran with 11. Bruce leads Aiken with 15. Chandler has 13. Right elbow jumper. Garner is good. Garner in double figures now with 11, and the lead is 20. 3 ball is good, top of the key. That's Chandler. She's got 16. That is game high. Bell kick out Ellison. To Garner. Cross court pass. Spins, gives it to Cochran. 3 ball! It's good. And Young Harris gets a 3 ball, and it's back to 20. 80 seconds to go in this one. Young Harris going to empty the bench, as is Aiken, and they'll score a little runner. Minute 9 to go. And a traveling violation on Ellison. I think that was just to get everybody in. Great job from the Young Harris starting lineup. Cochran with 14, Garner with 11, Bell with 14. Actually, Bell doing hers off the bench. Elle Hutchinson out of Australia will run the point, and she'll get her pockets picked right off the bat. But don't let that deter you, because she's going to be a good player. She's an athlete. Just a matter of getting some PT, getting acclimated to the American game, and she is going to be a good one. Tremendous athlete, and she can shoot the ball. Actually, I think Dobbs normally would run the point guard in this situation. Freshman out of Buford. First free throw's no good. 67-49. We have got exactly 1 minute to go in this one. And ball off the rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Young Harris ball. And this second unit's going to get a chance to work some press offense, because they're going to come and press us. Hutchinson with the ball. She'll give it up to McQuaid. Yeah, McQuaid will bring it over. Give the ball to Jordan. Jordan scored a couple of points, hit some free throws. Hutchinson will run. She got Dobbs to her right. Left side, Jordan. Gives it to Hutchinson. And they're going to get her with a travel. And it will be Aiken ball. Men's action be coming your way in 30 minutes. Alumni of the past going to be recognized. One that I noticed is Phil Meadows, who coached a lot of basketball in the North Georgia area. Basketball player for the late, great Luke Rushton, Young Harris Hall of Famer. I noticed he's sitting down on the front row. Jordan up top. Gives it up to Dobbs. Dobbs really got a lot of upside. Williams inside out. Hutchinson. 3-ball, good! Elle Hutchinson and her teammates go wild. They're going to say it's a 2. Come on. I know, you got to, right? Some good-natured ribbon going on over some of the Young Harris season tickets holders. It's all in fun. Loose ball picked up. So with the win, Young Harris, we win 69-49. Young Harris will now go to 5-8 in the conference. And depending on what Pembroke does today at Flagler, Young Harris will move ahead and will move up to, well, we'll be up and we'll have 7th place all to ourselves. But Clayton State has got North Georgia at their place Monday, which Clayton State has got Columbus. So they got a couple, and so it could be when Clayton State comes to call, Young Harris could actually be in a tie with Clayton State. So Young Harris trying to climb. We got great ballots today. We were led in scoring by Aaron Cochran with 14, Brianna Bell with 14. Brianna 4 of 4 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Cochran had 14. Robinson with 13. Sarah Garner with 11. Cochran led us in rebounds with 7. Sarah Jorgensen led in assists with 5. And leading the way for USC Aiken was Bruce with 17. Aiken, who had come in hot, they had won their last 2, including a win over Lander. They will fall to 2-11 in the conference, so they got some work to do. Tommy Jenkins, John C. Moon, we'll take a break and be back for the men's game.